Our opening words today are adapted from Lila Abraham, who is a past director of Children and Family Ministries at the First Unitarian Church in Oakland and the author of the best-selling book, Yellow Crocus. It's a blessing you were born, and it matters what you do, what you know about life, and the cosmos is a piece of the truth. May the beauty you love be what you do, and you don't have to do it alone.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Lark, was that the piece that was requested?
No.
No, okay, never mind. I'm Laura Thompson, I'm the minister here. Welcome, everybody. It takes a village, that's a little bit of the theme today. I just want to let you know who's helping today. Richard and Ian are back on tech. Lark and Nicole are doing music for us today. Also, a treble ensemble group will be singing at the end. And I heard them practicing. It's fantastic. There's a whole village of children and youth helping today. Maria's here, Calvin's here. Chad, where'd Chad go? He's here. He's probably working. I was thinking Chad or Maureen, maybe. Are you counting? She looks like she's counting. I need somebody to go grab the Joys and Sorrows book from the carrying card station downstairs. Oh, there. Chad. Chad's on the team today. Can you go grab the Joys and Sorrows book downstairs? I forgot it. Thank you. By the way, those Joys and Sorrows that we share later get written in that book, gets carried downstairs, put by the carrying card station. So if you have cards that you want to write out to anybody today, you can do that. Who else is here today helping? Purple Team is on hospitality, which, by the way, since the annual meeting is right after the service today, coffee and treats are upstairs. We do also have treats for the kids downstairs. They can go down there during the meeting. But we bid you welcome today, old friends, new friends, young friends, not so young friends. You're an essential part of our celebration today. This congregation exists not only for you, but because of you. We are one people of many beliefs, many origins, sexualities, and gender identities, each of us adding beauty and substance to this wonderful community that we create together. We are all growing, we are all learning, we are all loved. If you're visiting for the first time today, we invite you to fill out a visitor form and take one of our green visitor packets home. If you're online, you can find that visitor link in the chat. Once again, welcome to Minnesota Valley. It's a joy, joy, joy to be together today. Chalice leading today, Logan and Evan.
Please join me in the words for lighting our chalice. As we kindle this flame, may our hearts be open to everything inside us between us and all around us that helps us live more fully.
We're going to invite any youth that would like to come up here and sing with us the Hello Everybody song. We're going to get started as you're making your way so that you can start to remember how this song goes. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you. Hello to the children. So glad to see you. Hello to the grown-ups. So glad to see everybody. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see the children. Hello to the children. So glad to see you. To the grown-ups. Hello to the grown-ups. We're so glad to see you. Next is the tech crew. Hello to the tech crew. So glad to see musicians. Hello, musicians. So glad to see ushers. Hello to the ushers. Hello to see purple team. Hello to the purple team. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. Everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. We're so glad to see you.
From the beginning of time, people have brought their children to worshiping communities for dedication. This is always a blessed occasion as children symbolize our hope for a brighter future, and they often remind us to be our best selves. Our dedication ceremony is for infants, children, and youth who join our community. In many faith traditions, it is the child who is dedicated to the faith. In our Unitarian Universalist tradition, rather than dedicate the child to the faith, we dedicate ourselves to the child and family. This ceremony publicly affirms that all of us, the parents, family members, and friends of the child, and the gathered congregation as representatives of Minnesota Valley Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, share in the responsibility for the care and development of all children. On their behalf, it is our task to strive for a world of peace and justice in which they may grow. It is our task to help them understand our ideals and hopes, and to help them choose their own.
Will the parents and children who are participating in the ceremony today please come forward?
We'll get this on to you for that.
So by ways of introduction, can the parents or the child please introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Eric Kaufman. This is Mary Ellen. Oh, okay. I'm Eric Kaufman. This is Mary Ellen. And here today we have little Leo.
I'm Catherine Murphy. This is my husband Joshua and our children. Our mother Lynn. Oh, my mother.
We have Ian here today as well. And River Hodgson and Ian Barrett.
And his grandma.
And his grandma. May you all live your life so that as you grow, all who know you will find you loving and kind.
It is our hope that you will be nurtured in affection and tutored in wisdom, and that you will find your place among those who are dedicated to the transformation of the world into a community of peace, compassion, and generosity of spirit.
To you, the parents and grandparents, is given the awesome privilege and responsibility to be the givers and shapers of these growing children. Before you is the challenge of their questioning minds, the unfolding wonder of their selfhood, and their responses to the world around them. Will you respond to that challenge with the best that is in you, seeking not to make your children just like you, but rather to help them become themselves and find their own ways? If so, say, we will.
We will.
Will the children and youth who are here this morning please stand up if you're able? Will you, children and youth, will you make a place for these children as they grow up with you? Will you be kind to them, seek fun adventures with them, share with them, and be a good friend to them? If you will, say, we will. We will.
Will the grown-up members of the congregation please stand as you are able? It is the responsibility of the congregation to provide for religious growth and nurture all of our children in this community. This is not a task for just a few, but a task for all of us, because there's no such thing as other people's children. These are all our children. And so we ask of you, will you delight in their accomplishments, share in their sorrows, and encourage them as they grow into adulthood? And will you do your part when you can volunteer or help a parent in need, or be the willing respondent to a knock-knock joke? Or, even if you've heard it 5 times. Or invitation to conversation with our youngest members during social hour. I invite you to acknowledge your commitment and pledge to those children and their families your wholehearted support and hospitality by responding, we will.
We will.
You may be seated. We have some gifts for the children who are being dedicated. For the youngest children, we have a book by Linda Han, The Everybody Club. Linda's our board president this year. It's a terrific book. And then for the oldest kids, we've got chalice keychains that you can hook onto your backpacks or use them if you have keys. And we also have certificates of dedication. May these children whom we have dedicated today receive abundantly the blessings of love, health, knowledge, and wisdom. May you continue to grow into the knowledge, goodness, and truth surrounded by the support and love of this community.
Okay, so every Sunday we set aside time to share our joys and sorrows. In the middle and high school youth group, we add beads to a cup of water because every joy and every sorrow adds to our community building. So please raise your hand and an usher will bring you a microphone if you have a sorrow to share. And I will add a bead to our bowl of water for each joy or sorrow. Anybody, joys or sorrows?
Thank you. My name is Marge, and I've been here for a couple of years, and you haven't seen me lately. On Sunday, I've been spending time with my girlfriend, who is in assisted living now. She can no longer walk. And just to let you know what she's doing, yesterday, she and her new best friend, who also is in a wheelchair, went to Walmart shopping. And I stayed home and just went, oh. And one of them forgot her phone, so they lost track of each other, and they're running around in their wheelchairs trying to find each other. So that's what my life is like.
It was a beautiful story, thank you.
Hi, Barb Gillian. It was a joy yesterday to attend the Minnesota Chorale. Is that the right name? Bloomington Chorale, sorry. Over at Artistry or City Hall. And I was so proud that we have 5 members of our fellowship who are part of this wonderful choral group. And I read that they're going to perform a Christmas concert on the 19th and 20th of December. I would urge you to get tickets. They are fabulous.
Thank you for sharing, Barb.
My best friend is a teacher, an elementary school teacher. She's been teaching abroad for several years, but started in the 196 district where we live in Apple Valley and Egan area. And one of her students who she taught in kindergarten is missing. She is now a teenager, and she left school 3 days ago. She looks a lot like my daughter. So check the boards, keep your eyes out. If you see someone, name is she's 16, she has curly hair. Her name is Elias Strenke, and she was at Two Rivers High School on Friday and walked away.
So the name again?
Aaliyah Strenke. E-N-K-E.
Thank you for sharing. We'll definitely keep that in our thoughts.
Hi.
Hello, Judith Anderson. As I'm watching the dedication, I am reminded joyfully of 31 years ago, our first granddaughter was dedicated here in this very site and has gone on to be a very contributing, productive member of the society. She and her wife are very involved in a number of community things, and I want to remind those of you who are standing up there that it all turns out well, and we do a good job here in creating wonderful people. And if you happen to be driving near Southwood School in Bloomington, you will notice there is one house that has a pride flag and is painted stripes all over it. That's Madeline and Jordan.
Thank you, Judith. That's beautiful.
Okay, we're going to try that again. Hi, everyone. I'm Nikki. I guess I have a joy and a sorrow. Some of you know that I work as an EMS chaplain, and our EMS providers see lots of hard things. But as we're talking about youth today, one of our crews went on a 3-year-old pediatric incident last night that ended up in a death. So if you can hold the families of that little one in your hearts and thoughts, as well as our crew members who are struggling. Which feels weird to switch to a joy so quickly. My joy is that some of you know that I applied to a doctorate of ministry program at Vanderbilt in Tennessee, and I found out on Friday that I got in. It starts next fall, so all good thoughts and financial pathways, much appreciated.
Thank you for sharing.
Matthew Schneider, and this is my son Antonio Schneider. Make it quick so that I don't disrupt him too much, but I am basically putting forward an accessibility proposal for my condo association that is basically trying to make a decision that would make things a little bit less safe, less accessible for Antonio. Also to try and make things more accessible for people in wheelchairs, and I'm putting a proposal that will compromise both. So just good vibes in my direction while I try to convince people to do the actual right thing. Thank you.
Good luck. Wishing you luck.
Good morning, all. I have a joy to share. Sort of piggybacking on the Bloomington Chorale concert. Yesterday was the final concert for Vocal Essence at 4 o'clock, and I had the gift of attendance by my mom and Chris and Gabe and Grace all attended, which was such a joy. And on top of that, the part I really wanted to share was the title of the concert was Mending the Sky, and it was titled after one of the pieces that we sang. And there was an opportunity where all of the audience was invited to join in. And I just wanted to share the line with you, which is, if we come together, we can mend a crack in the sky. And it was so powerful to be having that both sung to us and to be singing it to the audience. And that line has stayed with me, and I encourage you to hold that and try that on what it would be, you know, because it does feel a bit like what we're trying to do right now is mend this crack in the sky. Thank you.
Thank you, Lark.
Hello, I'm Brian Reese. Just quickly, since it's Youth Day, 16 years ago, this past Tuesday, this dude was born in Upland, California.
Thanks, Brian.
Well, I'm so glad I chose to cry in public today because someone sent me the link that she was found safe.
My name is Holly Bruce. I'd just like to say how much fun we visited Providence, Rhode Island over the weekend and watched my 40-year-old niece with 2 children graduate from community college. I also want to say how proud I am of this congregation. The last 6 months have been a challenge, and I am so proud to be a member of this community.
Thank you, Holly. Glad to have you.
They're on Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
Myra, who's one of our former board chairs. This week I was laid off from my job after almost 10 years of dedicated service. Alexander Barrett. I'm in the hospital, but thankful for Zoom so I could see Ian up on stage this morning. Thank you to everyone, and especially my partners and family, for your support. And finally, Elizabeth Williams. I'm getting ready to say goodbye to my dear feline companion, Pepe. Alexander Barrett is in the hospital.
Thank you to everybody on Zoom for sharing.
Also, a sorrow from the tech crew, nothing is working as intended, so we apologize for any mishaps to both Zoom and people in person. Sorry.
I think it's going great. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. We'll move on to a musical response to Lark.
Agender Pride Day is May 19th, tomorrow. For Tana H., a young adult featured in the article of Gaily magazine, it was nice to attend a college LGBTQ+ meeting and have a word for what they were feeling, or rather lack of feeling. It depends on the person, but being agender is about deciding not to label their own gender. Tana said, "I'm still me, though I'm a bit more aware of gender issues and how it might affect various friends and how important their gender identity is to them, even if I don't understand it all the way." This week, we are celebrating Agender Pride with a book called Neither, a story about being who you are by Arlie Anderson. Is it gonna work, Ian? No? Okay. Hello, everybody. Here's the picture. Neither. Once upon a time, there were two kinds. This, a bunny, and that, a little chick. These, lots of little blue bunnies, and those, lots of little yellow chicks. One or the other, until, honk, I see a green chick with a bunny tail and bunny ears. And everybody else says, "What kind are you?" And the bunny chick says, "I'm both." They say, "You can't be both, you must be neither." "I'm neither?" Then the chick says, "Why don't you find somewhere else?" And the bunny says, "You're not one of us, you're neither." These sound like sad words, rude words. So they're yelling, "Neither, neither," and our bunny chick is flying away. Then there's a tree, or is it an animal in a tree, saying, "Where did you come from?" Honk. Our main character says, "I'm from the land of this and that, but I'm neither, so I'm looking for somewhere else to fit in." So it turns out that that character in the tree was actually a flying butterfly cat. And they say, "This isn't somewhere else, but you will fit in here." And our guy says, "Where is here?" And they look, and there's like ping pong and trampolines, so many different kinds. And you see like a celebration banner that says, "The land of all." Now a red character, a orange, yellow, blue, and purple characters say, "Come play with us." And our main character is a little nervous, "But I'm different from everyone here. I'm neither red, nor orange, nor yellow, nor blue." Then they all say together, "Exactly." And it makes rainbow colors. I love that. "Excuse us, we're from the land of this and that," say a little blue bunny with an interesting looking tail and a little chick with some blue dots. "We're from the land of this and that, but we don't fit in at home. We are looking for somewhere else." Our main character is a little concerned and says, "But you said I was neither. You said I should go somewhere else." And it kind of looks like the bunny and the chick are feeling sad about that and like they're apologizing. And then our main character stands on its head again and says, "Well, this isn't somewhere else. This is the land of all, and everyone fits in here." Once upon a time, there were many kinds. This and that, somewhat and whatnot, either and very, sort of, just, rather, a little, neither, and both. And all of these are little characters that are kind of cute. And all are welcome. I see a whale on a skateboard. I see a pretzel with legs. I see lots of little cute characters. All are welcome.
Hi, everyone. I've got just a few announcements for today. First of all, the annual meeting, for those of you that are members, will follow the service today. There'll be about a 10-minute bio break. You can grab some coffee and a little snack. The kids can go downstairs. The snacks down there for the kids and programming. Also want to just remind program chairs that the program council meeting, the last one of the year, is next Saturday at 1:30, I believe. So program chairs, don't forget about that. And then next Sunday is Question Box Sunday. There is a red box out there if you have questions for me or board members. Next Sunday, you can put them in there or you can ask them when you're here in person. And then Karen also has an announcement, so I'm going to have her up.
Hello, I am Karen Olson, and I am coordinating events around Laura's departure as she leaves for California. Important dates to keep in mind are Flower Communion, June 1st. We hope to be having a all-congregation photo taken, so we'd love to have all the congregation here for that. And then Laura's final sermon will be on June 29th, and there'll be some events around that. Last week, if you were here, I talked about writing goodbye wishes to Laura on paper like this. And we have this in 3 places in the building. 2 right now are in front of the fireplace. 1 is downstairs on the counter near the coffee pots. And when you've finished those, I also have folders that can, where the completed notes can go. Also, we are taking a collection if anyone wants to chip in for a gift for Laura, and the gift is to be determined. Inside these envelopes is another envelope where you can put cash or checks. There's also a QR code that has been added to our website, so you can do it electronically also. And I think that's it. Oh. And now we are going to take our offering. Our Sunday sharing partner is the YWCA. There's a QR code to donate to the Sunday sharing. And will the ushers please come forward with the baskets?
I would like to invite 2 bears and a butterfly to come to the front, please. Today, we are exploring our imaginations to have fun. You have to stand there and you have to stand a little further away from them because you're not the same. You're not there. So we're starting with a puppet show about daydreaming. Go ahead, Maya.
Hi, I'm Butterfly.
Let's wait 1 second for that microphone to go. Do we need to touch the button?
It's on now.
Okay. Go ahead again, Ian. Same thing.
Hi, I'm Bear. What are you doing today? I'm just sitting here fanning my wings, thinking about stuff. What are you thinking about? Not anything really, for sure. Just daydreaming. What? Dreaming in the day? What's that? Letting my thoughts flit here and there. It's a very butterfly-ish thing to do. Imagining what if. So what kinds of things are you imagining and dreaming about? Well, right now I'm daydreaming about life would be if I was a person or a dinosaur or a bear. Oh wow, it would be so much fun if you were a bear like me. If you were daydreaming, what would you imagine you were? Oh, I don't know. I have never daydreamed before, but it would be fun to try. Well, let's daydream together and see where our imaginations take us.
Movement break. We're going to use our imaginations to be all kinds of different things. So stand up if you're able. You can kind of move into the aisles, but not too much, because we're just going to move in place. So walk like you're on the moon, slow and like possibly a little bouncy. Now tiptoe like a sneaky cat. A rat bird, I love that. Waddle like a penguin. Oh, I like doing this one in the winter. Swim through an ocean of jelly. Stomp like a friendly giant. And zoom like a spaceship blasting off. Ian's up next with the reflection.
As long as I have lived, I have always wondered and asked, why? I knew things worked, but not always why they did. Sometimes I got so mad that I just kept trying until I found out why they worked. This actually happened recently, but this year in RE and CYF, whatever you'd like to call it, it taught me why drugs are dangerous and why I should keep my mental and physical health in check, instead of just telling me that I should stay away from drugs and I should keep them in check. And that's really important to me because it helped me understand more about the topic, and also it let me pay attention more because more information was coming in and I was actually understanding it.
Wow. Thank you, thank you.
This year, some of the children and youth participated in Our Whole Lives Sexuality Education, OWL for short. They learned a lot of things about relationships, families, bodies, gender identities, and other sexual orientations, and also consent. What is consent? Eli, can you help me explain it with these examples?
Yes.
Eli, that's no. I would love to do that with you. Is that consent?
Yes.
Wrong one. Great job, Eli. First try. In case you can't tell, I'm nodding very enthusiastically and smiling really big.
Yes.
Yes, that is consent. I have a lot of homework to do, but it sounds like fun and something I've been meaning to do for a long time. Is that consent?
No.
Nice job, Eli. Yes, it is. I don't know, really. Is that consent?
No.
Correct. Yes, actually, not right now.
No.
Ah, nice job.
We are so grateful for our volunteers. You provide the programming and we couldn't do it without you. Please come up as you are able to pick out a jar of jam, a chalice pin, and a thank you poem as I call your name. We're having some waiting time as kids come up to hold the items as the parent. Okay, so Quinn Polari, Kevin Gregerson. Oh, they're downstairs. I might need to, give some to some people later. Stand up here so they can you stand. And then one of you needs to hold each other.
You got it? All right.
You have to hold this hard.
Good plan. So well-oiled machine, we got this.
Oh, this is for Emily because she thinks it's funny. Kevin Gregerson, Laura Benda, Brian Reese, Calvin Nania, Marissa Grady, Will Hodgson, Emily Clary, John Claybeck, Patrick Westcott, Heather Warweg, Christina Marshall, Megan Marshall, Laura Tellis, Eric Grady, Steve Danko, Sarah Collins, Jim Barrett, Jody Gray, Lynn Fox, Jean Danko, Kaizen Hummer, Alicia Williams, Carla Vera Reese. Our past volunteers and staff who participated this year are Andrea Anderson, Opal Anderson, Yamini Fick, and Sarah Sweeney. Anytime we volunteer or lend a helping hand, we let our light shine and we make the world a brighter place. Please join us in singing.
I'm gonna let it building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine, building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine, building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it
Oh no. Here are some photos. Oh, I forgot to do the slideshow, Richard, of cute photos. Can you play it while I read this reflection? It Takes a UU Village to Raise a UU Child by Tess Baumberger, adapted by me. It is important for our children to know that they are cared for, to know that they're part of a larger family, part of a bigger human picture. It takes a UU village to raise a UU child. It is important for our children to believe in themselves, trust in themselves, and know they can make a difference. It takes a UU village to raise a UU child. It is important for our children to know our Unitarian Universalist values, to find ways to live them in their daily lives, and to realize that their choices matter. It takes a UU village to raise a UU child. It is important for our children to be able to speak about our faith, to keep love for our world and our community and each other at the center. It takes a UU village to raise a UU child. It is important for our children to explore, listen, and learn from one another, to dismantle racism and counter injustice, and to know that ours is a religion worth having. It takes a UU village to raise a UU child. It is important for our children to experience the spirit of life, to feel a sense of awe at the grandeur of the world, and to live lives of empathy and compassion. It takes a UU village to raise a UU child.
Hi, microphone, sorry. So I've been volunteering with the elementary school children this year. I'm also excited to teach OWL for some of the older kids, 7th through 9th grade next year. So just wrote a few words. As someone without children of my own, it has been a privilege to be part of that village and teach the children of MVUUF about UU values. I also learned from their openness and imagination. Maya and River had a whole puppet show that lasted most of the class last time. And being with them really feels like having an extended family. So thank you.
I think Evan and Eli have a sign. Please use this form to let us know, and Ian has a slide. Please use this form to let us know that you are interested in volunteering with children, youth, and families at MVUUF for the 25-26 year. We will share more information in August. You can use the QR code on the screen or the link in the chat, or email cuif@mnvalleyuu.org. Can you hold those way high? So Eli says children and youth programming, and Evans says 5-star review.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
closing words are from Molly Fumio. To be joyful in the universe is a brave and reckless act. The courage for joy springs not from the certainty of human experience, but the surprise. Our astonishment at being loved, our bold willingness to love in return. These wonders promise the possibility of joyfulness, no matter how often and how harshly love seems to be lost.